Calls.
It's time now for House Calls with the Kingery team of Mountain to Lake Realty.
Keep it here for market insights, featured guests, and answers to your real estate questions.
Here are your hosts, Steve Furrow and Julie Kingery.
Hey, it's House Calls. We're back, Julie. Saturday morning on House Calls.
Ooh-wee. Ready.
Yeah. You cannot wake up this morning and be not excited. The weather that we've had.
Oh, yes.
You know, we got that rain.
Yep.
And things have greened up. And we've had some really nice weather this past week.
Mm-hmm. Tractors are mowing hay and sun is shining.
Lawnmowers are after it.
Lawnmowers. I was going to say, you hear that constant buzz of a lawnmower this week. My children have been outside as late as they possibly could in the evenings. Yeah. It has been wonderful.
Yeah. I will say I did have the opportunity to go to the pool last weekend.
Oh, yeah.
The first time.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's always, Julie, when you're there at a community pool for the first time and you see those folks that, you know, let's just say that those legs, and I'm no different, but some of them legs had not seen any sunshine.
Wait a minute.
Woo.
I was at the pool last weekend, too. You're not talking about me.
I wouldn't dare. But needless to say, I was glad I had my shades on, not only for the sun.
We all needed them, okay?
Oh, boy.
Well, how many cannonballs did you do?
That water was a little chilly.
Yeah, a little frigid.
A little chilly, but I did get in. I can say. I was one of those that braved it. But
polar plunge.
It won't quite that bad, but
I was not going to test it.
But I'm sure it's be warmer this weekend.
Yes.
As opposed to last weekend. Getting better all the time. So hope you guys are having a great Saturday here on B99.9, and we appreciate you joining us for House Calls. Yeah. All right, Julie. Kingery team, we talk about real estate and what is happening in the real estate market. What do you got for us this week, Miss Julie? What is the theme?
I think we're just going to hit on more inventory.
Okay.
We're seeing that uptick a little bit.
Yeah, I think that's fair to say. We did just close out the month of May, so I've got some stats here that we'll run over, but you kind of stole a little of my thunder.
Well,
and that's
every
okay.
now and then.
That's okay. But when we look at inventory, we look at the greater Roanoke Valley. If we include Martinsville, Henry, Patrick into the greater Roanoke Valley, guys, we're inventory-wise we're as good as we've been in a long time. We're up almost 1,600 homes.
Wow.
In that area, and that's a mark we haven't seen in a good while. I'm talking a years.
5+ years, probably.
I'd have to go back. I did not go back and look to see, but I'd say you're getting close. Have to go back 5 years probably to get to that kind of mark, which is good.
Right.
If you're a buyer in this market, more inventory, more choices. That's always a positive thing. Always a positive thing. We'll pick right back up. You talked briefly about interest rates, Julie.
Right.
That's another thing that's just sort of kind of chugging along, 6.5,
right?
Give or take a little bit, depending on your own individual history, data, all that good stuff.
Loan types, credit, things like that.
Yep. When we look at home sales for May of 2026, we were just shy of 500 homes, and 550 if you throw in the greater Martinsville, Patrick, Henry. We were at 550 homes. That would be about 30 shy of where we were a year ago.
Okay.
30 shy of where we were a year ago.
So still looking good.
Yeah, I mean, it's not maybe the market. I think the market has slowed down. The data would say it's slowed down to where we were a year ago. But still, while we say it's slowed, it's not like it's just stalled.
Halt, right?
Yeah, I mean, we're still churning out homes. We're still getting things sold. Just maybe not quite as quick, as we would have been a year ago.
Okay.
That being said, if we were to compare that to where we were 5 years ago, Julie, we're still a fair bit behind, on that end. When we look at what has gone on, we'd be over 100 and some some change.
Okay.
From where we would have been 5 years ago, as far as the total number of residences sold in the month of May.
Ooh.
If we look at Franklin County, we break things down. May 2026, 62 residences sold. There were 50 in Martinsville, Patrick, and Henry in that greater area there. So not when you compare that to a year ago, still a very similar theme. Not quite as strong, but not a lot. We were at 74 in Franklin County a year ago. 59 in Martinsville, Patrick, and Henry. So again, not quite as strong, but still things are still moving.
Still
things
positive.
Are still moving. And then if we look at Smith Mountain Lake waterfront homes, May of 2026 we were at 29 homes sold, and then looked at a year ago we were at 34. So and then 5 years ago we'd have been at 40. So
wow.
Still, there's still a fair amount of interest in waterfront properties, waterfront residences at the lake. That's this time of year, if people are thinking about those kind of things and kind of what's going on.
Right.
And now we talked about the pace of the market, Julie, and the days on market. Days on market actually came down a little bit from where we were in April.
Okay.
I mean, so those homes that sold in May, those average days on market was 52 in the greater Roanoke Valley.
Okay.
Takes a little longer in Martinsville, Patrick, and Henry to get one sold, or to get one sold there in the month of May, but still it was less than what it would have been in April. So that's a surprise for me.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
If I could pull something out, I would tell you that as I was sorting through this data, I anticipated as inventory grew, we were going to see days on market continue to go, and actually it decreased by about 10 days, and that's been a theme. In both markets, whether you're talking about Martinsville, Patrick, Henry, or the greater Roanoke area, we days on market shortened up a little bit,
which is still that's still good for a seller.
Yeah,
so.
No, I think that's a great point, and I think that just goes to the overall strength. We've talked about the market, and it amazes me, Julie, how this clickbait sort of culture we're living in, and people, the headline states, the real estate market is in the crapper.
Right.
Or
gloom and doom.
What was the one I read here recently talking about the worst real estate market in the last 5 years, and I'm just like,
right. Where do you get these? Where are they getting that?
Yeah. And I actually was at the pool this past Saturday and had a conversation with some folks in the industry. They're not necessarily realtors, but they were in the industry.
Right.
And, some of the conversations we had made me scratch my head a little bit, wondering maybe what he had been reading. And I think maybe he was had been a little misinformed about just how strong this market was.
Right.
I think he felt like it was stronger than what maybe the data
numbers
would suggest that I have here. So,
right.
But anyway, that's each to his own.
That's right. Well, and that's why we're here to give you the local updates on what's going on in the real estate market.
And I will tell you something my grandfather told me a long time ago. I've never forgotten this.
Uh-oh.
He'd say, "Figures lie and liars figure."
Oh, dear.
Think about that one for a little bit. So, if you've ever been in a situation where you needed some data to prove your point, you probably could sort it to support whatever it is that you're wanting to throw out there.
Absolutely.
Anyway.
But it's not gloom and doom. So, bottom line, it is not gloom and doom here.
You bet. Guys, we certainly appreciate the opportunity to be here with you every Saturday morning. We appreciate you listening in. If you have interest in buying or selling property, we would love to visit with you. The Kingery team, kingeryteam.com, 540-483-5566 is the office number. We'd be glad to visit with you. Miss Julie, we're going to kind of wrap things up here this first segment, and we'll be back with maybe a little speed action.
All right.
All right.
Bring
we'll
it
be
on.
Right back.
House calls.
When it comes to buying or selling a home, you want someone who gets family because your next chapter matters.
At the Kingery team, we're not just agents. We're a family helping families.
Whether it's your first home, forever home, or anything in between, we'll walk with you every step of the way.
Local, loyal, like family.
The Kingery team, selling real estate 1 yard at a time. Located uptown Rocky Mount at 195 South Main Street. Give us a call at 540-483-5566. All right. Julie, whew, I hurt myself. Julie, I'm pretty excited here. We're back with House Calls. Here we are, second segment, Miss Julie.
All right.
Hey. All right, Julie, we're going to switch things up.
Okay.
We normally have a question of the week, and I'm going to take a break from that.
Okay.
And I'm going to call this Steve's speed round.
All right.
So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to just give you, I had ChatGPT.
Okay.
Give me some.
He's a good guy, isn't he?
Yeah. Give me some of just basically give me the top 10 real estate questions.
Okay.
And I'm just going to fire them off, and don't think a lot about it. Just whatever comes under your mind, give it to me.
All right. Let me massage my brain real quick.
Oh, gosh.
All right. Here we go.
All right, Julie. So you ready?
I'm ready.
Deep breath.
I'm ready.
All right. Here we are. Should I buy now or wait for interest rates to come down?
Y'all know my classic answer. It depends. But no, it doesn't. Speed round, I'm going to say don't wait. If it's the house that you have been looking for, it meets all your criteria, don't wait. Go ahead. Interest rates may come down in the future, and you can always refinance later.
All right. So how much is my home worth right now?
Call me. I'll do the research. And I can meet with you, look at the house, and give you what your house is worth right now. It's probably worth more than it was 3 years ago.
Okay. All right. Are homes still receiving multiple offers?
Some are, yes. I think there are still some areas of the greater Roanoke Valley that are receiving multiple offers, and there are some that are not. So yes, it's still happening for sure.
Okay. Why are some homes selling quickly while others sit on the market?
Location has a lot to do with some of it. Pricing, making sure you price it right. The condition, obviously if your house is in immaculate condition, you price it right, and you are in the greater Roanoke Valley, you're probably going to move it within our reasonable, 59 days-ish?
That's what...
50, 60-ish days, maybe 2 days. It really depends on several factors, but I would say the ones that are selling more quickly, their agents, including us, have done our research.
Yeah, and I would just chime in on this and say that condition, location, and price.
Right.
I mean, those are the three biggies that we're going to run into.
Right. People are definitely want something that's move-in ready, it seems like. So,
is there enough inventory available, Miss Julie?
Well, as we previously stated, inventory is growing, so that's a great thing. Inventory is up, but we can still use plenty more homes to sell.
Okay, so inventory is up. What repairs or updates should I make before listing?
If there is something does not work properly, fix it.
Fair enough.
If it's something that you absolutely know, that faucet leaks, call a plumber, get it fixed, or do it before you put it on the market. Those are things that, we live in a house. Sometimes we don't know things are wrong, but if you know it's wrong, go ahead and take care of it now.
Oh, I think that's a great, just a very good point. Julie.
Yeah.
Very good point. So, are rural properties and homes with acreage still in demand?
Yes, I would say absolutely yes. I feel like everybody these days wants a chicken or a goat or a garden. I mean, there's just so many. The price of groceries, the price of all of the things right now. I think that properties in rural areas with some acreage, we want our fresh eggs.
Guys, you can't make this up. Everybody wants a chicken. I cannot. That is the quote of the month. All right. That is the quote of the month. You heard it here.
Don't you want one?
Oh, you betcha. You betcha. I've been there, done that. I am fine. Not having a chicken, Miss Julie. What are the hottest areas in the greater Roanoke Valley right now, Miss Julie?
Oh, I feel like this is tricky. It depends on who you ask, but of course, I think always the southwest part of Roanoke is always in high demand. I think your Boone's Mill, Cave Spring, Hidden Valley, Salem always does pretty well, I think, too. Botetourt, there's so much going on out in Botetourt.
That is a crazy market.
It is growing, and things are there. I mean, their industry it's wild.
Yeah, no, I think that's a fair statement. And I don't know, we've had a lot of discussion about, not necessarily on the air, but we've talked about it multiple times about what's going on economically around in the different areas. I mean, you look at what's going on in Danville.
Oh, yes.
I mean, it's crazy. It is absolutely crazy to see what that casino has done.
Right.
And then you look at what other things are coming along in that area, and Botetourt's another great example of that. And it's exciting to see. And from an area standpoint, it's nice to be a part of that
right.
in a small way.
Be somewhat close to it. We can still enjoy it.
There you go. Should I sell my current home or keep it as a rental? That is let's hear it. Give me the old depends.
It's gonna depend. Oh man, it's tough to say. Like if you bought it with a 2.8, 3.2 interest rate, it's tempting to say you might keep it as a rental. It depends on the size. It depends on location of it. If you're your typical 3-bed, 2-bath home where you might be able to get, I don't even know what, $1,600 to. I mean, I've seen some that are $1,800 to rent per month. That probably would more than pay for whatever your mortgage is, but there's more to that than you're the rental guy. You know a little bit more about these investments than I do. If it can make sense.
The only thing I would say about the rental deal is I think there's a lot of upside to the rental piece. But like if you're the person that doesn't want to get a phone call when the sink is stopped up, or I could go down a whole laundry list, but let's just say that the light bulb is not working. If you're the kind of person that does not want those kind of calls, the rental thing is probably something you shouldn't.
Maybe not your cup of tea.
Yeah. That's sort of where I'm at. So, all right, Miss Julie, last and final question. We're going to end on a big note here. So in this market, this real estate market that is happening, here we are in June. So do you feel the market is headed for a correction?
I think it is already kind of in that direction for a correction, but what kind of correction are we talking? Inventory is growing, which is a good correction. We've seen some prices decrease, but I'm not sure if maybe they weren't priced too high to start with. So that can be maybe a misconception that prices are coming down, because I think some of that is they started too high to begin with, even if it was 2 years ago. So I think we're probably headed in that direction, but I don't think we're going to. I think we'll stay pretty stable.
Okay. All right. Well, guys, you heard it here on House Calls. Yeah. Woo! On this Saturday, we're going to let that wrap things up here for this first Saturday in June. We are so excited that you joined us, and we look forward to seeing you next Saturday at 9 o'clock on House Call.
Woo! See you then.
Thanks for listening to House Calls with the Kingery team of Mountain to Lake Realty, with your hosts, Steve Furrow and Julie Kingery. If you have questions about anything discussed on today's show, text us at 276-629-9999. Join us again next Saturday at 9 for more tips, trends, and answers to your real estate questions on House Calls with the Kingery team of Mountain to Lake Realty and Southern Virginia's country station, B99.9.
House Calls.